Welcome back. It's finally some news time, and with the release of AMD's Radeon RX 6800 series that has come and gone in the past week, and as with most launches, time marches on. People are looking for the next thing that they can try and maybe get a chance to actually purchase, and this time it looks to be the Radeon RX 6700 series. Now, if Big Navi was the Radeon RX 6800 series, then we might end up referring to the RX 6700 series as Medium Navi, maybe Chunky Navi, or not quite so Big Navi, as we're expected to see Small Navi come with whatever they end up calling the Navi 23 lineup of GPUs. But thanks to our good and reliable source Patrick Schur over on Twitter, and expounded on by Video Cards, we now have a bit better of an idea of what to expect with the upcoming Radeon RX 6700 series of GPUs. Now, these should include the Radeon RX 6700 XT and the smaller Radeon RX 6700. Now, Patrick lays out the details of the next installment of Radeon's RDNA 2 based graphics cards that will be coming to market, and they look quite promising when it comes to power consumption targets, and now we have a more clear picture on the memory they'll be packing. Now, Navi 22 XT is rated at 186 to 211 watts TGP. That'll be the Radeon RX 6700 XT. And the Navi 22 XTL will be 146 to 154 watts TGP. And that'll be the Radeon RX 6700, the non-XT variant. Both of them will come with 12 gigabytes of GDDR6 on a 192-bit bus. Now, these would be the cards designed to replace the existing Radeon RX 5700 series. Almost said 6700. That's what these are. Now, that would give us a glimpse regarding expectations as far as pricing, but performance will be quite interesting to see since these power budgets are quite close. The improved efficiency of the RDNA 2 architecture, along with new features, should put it comfortably right in between the existing 5700 series and the newly released 6800 series. What will be really interesting to see is how the memory performance pans out. Sure, it's on a smaller 192-bit bus, but it could likely be sporting AMD's new Infinity Cache design that really gave the RX 6800 series an edge at resolutions like 2560 by 1440. Memory capacity will likely be a non-concern for gamers looking at this line, as they'll be targeting the ultra-high refresh 1080p or high-fidelity 1440p gamers with a combined 12 gigabytes of VRAM. Now, Patrick does mention that Navi 22 XTL could have a lower minimum TGP than 146 watts, which might have led Video Cards to mention the fact that Navi 22 will be coming to notebooks to compete with those featuring the GA104-based NVIDIA parts. Now, Video Cards also mentions that the launch window for the Navi 22 based GPUs has been pushed up a bit, and we could expect to see these launching in January of next year, 2021. But a real quick recap on the lineup before we head out. So the Radeon RX 6700 series includes Navi 22 XT based RX 6700 XT and the Navi 22 XTL based Radeon RX 6700 graphics card. The AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT with the full Navi 22 GPU is expected to feature 40 compute units or 2560 stream processors, and the RX 6700 or the Navi 22 XTL GPU is expected to feature a cut-down configuration, and the graphics cards both feature 12 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory. AMD will most likely use 16 gigabit dies, which will net a total bandwidth of 384 gigabytes per second for the cards, but if the Infinity Fabric does come into play, we could see a much higher performance than that. And for more on this and other news, follow the link in the description and make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so that we don't miss you in the next one.